The desk light buzzed. I stayed past close, just me and ghost. The hallway knows. The ashtray held one cigarette, still lit like things I won't forget. The keys were cold, your name was gone, but silence hums when nights get long. The mirror cracked where you once stood and left the shape of something good. You checked out clean, no bags, no sound, but left your blues in walls around. I wiped the bar, changed the tune, still taste the smoke you left at noon. The blinds draw shut, the drinks run dry, but shadows pour where light won't try. No door was slammed, no tears were cried. You checked out, but stayed inside. The booth still had my name in chalk, same seat where we would laugh and talk. The menu changed, the lights were dim, but I could still remember him. The sugar jar was nearly bare, like all the sweetness we once shared. The jukebox leaned to older tunes and played us back in swing saloons. They said you left without a trace, but echoes don't just leave a place. I felt your grin behind my glass, like time decided not to pass. The booth still answers with your name. toast for regret. He raised his glass and I forget. The olive stayed, the gin turned warm. He left before the quiet storm. Some things are said, some just implied. I drank the hint he never tried. Without a reason stayed. He left the tip, but not the shade. No note, no smile, just coins and crease. Some dinners end with less than peace. Some tabs aren't made for words that last. He said goodbye with cups and flame. Didn't speak but wrote my name. goodbye with cups and flames. Didn't speak but wrote my name. The chair across the table's bare. He used to sit, now just the air. I raise a glass, but not too high. Some goodbyes don't wave goodbye. He always sat facing the exit, one shoe untied, one heart too quiet. The sugar stayed, the coffee cooled, but I kept pouring like a fool. Left hand leads with walking support. Now every booth just wears his shape, and I hum small tunes I can't escape. The jukebox clicked, but he was gone. Left his glass, but took the song. The night still waits by that old door, but not for him, not anymore. She left the cold cream near the sink and took the time to let me think. One shoe faced in, the other out. She never needed words to shout. A smile hung loose on half her face. Then Jazz walked out without a trace. Two chairs, no talk, just empty steam. He left a toast inside a dream. The coaster caught his wedding band. He slid it back without a hand. Now quiet fills where laughter stayed. The jazz plays on, but hearts delay. kitchen stayed clean. One story told, one unseen. He stirred the cup but didn't sip, left behind more than just a tip. I asked for change, he paid in doubt. Some bills you fold, some you write out. The chair turned slow, but no one rose. He took the check, not the clothes. The clock hands sigh, a soft lament. Each tick a note, each talk a scent. The moon leans low, a knowing glance, whispered secrets in its silver dance. Like velvet seams sewn with threads of broken dreams. And here you come, so sharp, so slow, a tune I knew but let go. A ghostly echo where you used to be. the keys like pouring tea. Each touch as poised as memory. The club was quiet, chairs askew, but every note still led to you. The ivory didn't lie tonight. It told me things you held too tight. Your fingers danced, your gaze was low, and I heard what you didn't show. You didn't rush, you didn't stray to silence bent to where you'd play. A dim-lit bar, a half-full glass. You passed the chord, but made it last. Each major voice unmasked the blue, but every rest still let it through. The ivory didn't lie tonight. It told me things you held too tight. Your fingers danced, your gaze was low, and I heard what you didn't show. I stayed beyond the closing time, not for the drink, but for your rhyme. And when you rose, the song stayed near, a phrase still echoing clear. The ivory told the tale too well. With every note, a truth would swell. You never spoke, but played goodbye. And I believe the ivories cry. Once through the door and the night pulled tight, you brush your coat like you'd brush my life. The sax was low, the chairs were bare, saw you there. You didn't wave, you didn't stay, but jazz forgets in a minor way. The tune replays, the candles bend. I never knew where you'd pretend.
There's no reprise in moments past, no second show, no lines to cast. Yet still that table holds its air. One code, one song, one empty chair.
Through the door, and that was all. No curtain close, no curtain call, just brushed off chords that barely played, but somehow still refused to fade. You didn't speak, but I still heard the way you paused between a word. The keys were struck, the glass half filled, and in that hush the room stood still. You looked away, but not too far, like notes escaping from a bar. I caught the line your fingers drew. It wasn't much, but still was true. Not every silence means goodbye. Some hold a breath, not just a sigh. You didn't stay, but left the sound of something real not written down. You didn't speak, and that was loud, more lasting than the jukebox crowd. A phrase unfinished, space profound. You said it all without a sound. and that was loud, more lasting than the jukebox crowd. A phrase unfinished, space profound. You said it all without a sound. She reached for salt, not sugar, twice, and poured goodbye without the ice. Smooth, smooth. A sip, a pause, the glass still full. No need to raise what isn't dull. The waitress asked if she'll return. I said just add it to the burn. She ordered water, stayed for wine. Didn't say much, didn't sign. The lemon slice outlived the sip. Some promises don't need a grip. She left the bill but not the chair, and I just watched the quiet stare.
behind still sings.
He spoke with sugar, paused with flame, but never once said my name. His seat is cold, the spoon is bent, but still I wait for what he meant. No need for words, no need to sit. Just tell me love without saying it. Your hands don't lie, your gaze won't stall. You lean too close to me, and that's all. You didn't speak, but I still knew there's something more you'd rather do. I've heard confessions loud in me, but silence, that's a sweeter cheat. Tell me without saying it. Let the pause be where you sit. No need for vows or clever lines. Just linger when the record winds. Don't spell it out, don't overfit. Just tell me without saying it. You didn't ask to hold my hand, but touched the glass where mine would land. You laughed too soft, then looked away, but that's the kind of yes I play. I move like jazz, I don't explain. Just follow close between refrain. Tell me without saying it. In the hush where feelings sit. Don't name it, frame it, beg or guess. Just give me half and I'll fill the rest. We'll dance inside the quiet bit. Just tell me without saying it. Not every song must start with sound. Some speak in how you stick around. So if you feel what I admit, tell me love without saying it. I didn't nod, I didn't speak, but darling, I was close all week. You poured the wine, I held the gaze. The room got soft, the band played haze. You leaned in slow, said, just confess. I smiled and said, almost said yes. I swirled my glass, I bit my grin. You didn't lose, but didn't win. I almost said yes tonight, when the lights got low just right, when the jazz slipped into hush, and nothing felt the need to rush. You touched my hand, I let it rest. That's the truth of almost yes. You told a tale with half a smirk. I laughed but didn't do the work. You asked again with eyes, not speech. I leaned just close enough to teach. Some girls say yes to make things quick, but mine is slow and tends to stick. I almost said yes, you know, when the trumpet bent down low, when the silence nearly sighed, and your hand had nothing to hide. I gave no word, no sweet caress, but darling, I almost said yes. The best kind of maybe isn't spoken, it's left in space, just barely open. So